Hooray, the Super Sons are back! Everything is right in the world. We did it! No, we didn't. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I have a couple of things to talk about. The first one being about the Super Sons. So it was announced just surprisingly out of nowhere that Super Sons would be returning in a 14-issue digital limited series called Challenge of the Super Sons, where Superboy and Robin, John Kent, Damian Wayne, would be hunting after an item called the Doom Scroll, which is described as a Death Note-esque item. And the creative team of it consists of Peter J. Tomasi, Max Raynor, Jorge Corona, and Evan Stanley. And the cover that they've shown so far, which I believe is for issue number 1, is by Jorge Jimenez. And the series itself will debut on December 14. And as I said earlier, it's a digital series, but there are plans to release print editions of it later. So I have mixed feelings about this announcement. First of all, I'm glad we're getting more Super Sons. The original series is great. The Adventures of the Super Son, the first limited series, so great. Really enjoyed it. It is just a fun comic to read, which unfortunately had to end because Bendis had terrible plans with John. But regardless, I think it's good that we're getting some more Super Sons content. So that's the good half of my feelings. The bad half I have is to the reactions to this. So I've been seeing like on DC's posts, particularly with their Twitter, seeing their announcement of this, and I'm seeing in the comments people just like, no, we did it, guys. We won. DC fixed their mistake. They're bringing back the Superboys. They've learned what they did was wrong to them. The Super Sons are back. Superboy, Robin, all of that. We won. We did it. They are back. No, they're not. This is just another, like Adventures of the Super Sons, which was released during when Superboy was either with Jor-El or came back much older, and Damian was in his edgier phase again. This is going to be out of continuity or out of present day. It's going to be take place in the past before John left with Jor-El. They're not back. They're not fixed. DC has learned from no mistakes. John is still old. What Bendis did to him, still there. He's now off with the Legion because Bendis has no original ideas. Hey, Clark did it. Clark was with the Legion sometimes. We'll do it again with John this time. Definitely very original. Haha. And Damian has regressed back his character. Everything throughout all of these years of Damian improving, progressing as a character, no longer being like one of the probably hated Robins. I know a lot of people just really did not like Damian because of his personality, of who and what he is. But he was getting better, and you also saw this with his interactions with Superboy and how their dynamic worked together. But since Superboy left and the writer who took over for that was just a fly. Get out. The writer who took over for Teen Titans decided, well, Damian needs to be an edge boy again. He needs to have his own underground gulag. Now also he needs to get into a fight with Batman and just rip the Robin emblem off and be like, well, I'm not Robin anymore. Screw you, Batman. They're not fixed. The damages that have been done to these characters still exist. Yes, I'm happy we're getting more Super Sons content, but we have to admit, we still have to come face to face with the facts. They're not truly back. Until that actually happens, nothing has been achieved. DC has not learned from their mistakes. Us Super Sons fans have not won. We've won nothing. So, yeah, that's just my thoughts on the Super Sons stuff, the reveal. I'll definitely pick up the first issue. Like I said, despite the fact by mixed feelings. I still like Super Sons, and I definitely want to check this out. It's highly likely to be good. I mean, it has the original creator. Both the limited series and the original run were great. So I have high expectations and high hopes for this new one. But like I said, until present day, John and Damien are turned back into what they were, or fixed, like before Bendis and the current Teen Titans run happened. Nothing has been achieved, and we're still not going to get the proper Super Sons that we want to see. But onto the second half of this video, reviews. Remember when I did those? So, with King in Black soon coming up, I thought I'd do reviews of 2 Venom issues, Venom number 30 and Web of Venom Empire's End. So we'll start off with issue number 30 of Venom, written by Donny Cates, art by Luke Ross, coloring by Jesus Abertov, the cover by Ryan Stegman, JP Mayer, and Frank Martin. So, this is the finale of their Venom Beyond arc, the arc right before King in Black. So, Codex has discovered a means to go to Eddie and Dylan's world, courtesy of Scorpion, the former Scorpion, Mac Gargan. And while this is going on, the Resistance, led by Annie, and that Eddie and Dylan have joined, launched their final attack against Codex. They have their own secret weapon to deal with them. To be fair, this issue's been out for a while. Spoilers. There's going to be a lot of spoilers since it's been out for a while. Their secret weapon is Dylan, because how the symbiotes react to Dylan in this world is very different. No, Dylan touches Annie's arm and the symbiote did burn. So they kind of realized that they could use Dylan as a way to defeat Codex, which they do. They kind of they get them to touch hands, and they merge their memories or something, or they show each other's different memories, and then Codex is now normal. Hooray! It was that easy, folks. It was that easy. Eddie and Dylan have to wait a year. The world's gone to normal, but they have to wait a year for the machine, the dimensional gate, to be created in this world so they can go back. And it ends with them returning home. But where are the stars? Why is the sky black? Well, we know the answer to that. Null has come. Finally. Insert sex joke there. But overall, with this issue, I would give it a 3 out of 5. It was a very average, as the finale of this arc, it was average, it was okay. I feel like there was a huge letdown to how they dealt with Codex. Like, they really kind of hyped him up to just like, oh my god, he's like turned everyone on like the planet into like a symbiote army, controlling them with his symbiotes. And then he was even teased, Codex was teased, like the image of him was teased in like Venom number 25, when it was like setting up all these like future stuff leading up into like King in Black. And it's just like, that's it? Okay, fine, whatever. But as a whole, the whole arc didn't need to exist. It's pointless. This literally is a pointless arc. They just needed to pad time until King in Black started. I don't know that I could take anything out of this that would be like essential to King in Black later on. But who knows? The art and coloring, I'd give a 3.5 out of 5. Above average. It's the arc in Venom Beyond has been like really, really mixed towards bad, because I think they kept on like either changing colorists or changing artists. I know there was like I think there was like a completely different creative team for art on the first issue, and then it just changed for like everything else. But it wasn't bad compared to like the previous issues. The cover though, I will give a 4 out of 5. I think it's a good cover, really, really good cover. Can't go wrong with Stegman in the team. Good overall, and that was Venom number 30. Now on to Web of Venom, Empire's End. Remember Empire? Remember how just so important that event was? But But guess what? We also need a double tie-in because this is technically a lead-up. Another one. It's a Web of Venom, so it's a Venom tie-in as well as an Empire tie-in. So this is written by, if I can find it again, it's right at the end. Okay, this is written by Clay McLeod Chapman, art by Guy Villanova, coloring by Frank D'Amata, the cover by Philip Tan and J. David Ramos. So the story for this Web of Venom tie-in is that Talos, a Skrull, yes, he's a Skrull, a very well-known Skrull, is recounting what happened in a failed rescue mission. They were sent off to discover what's going on with one of their outposts. They're not getting anything from them. They discover inside that everyone has been controlled by symbiotes, and the symbiotes attack them one by one. Members of Talos' crew are either killed or taken over by the symbiotes, and Talos is able to get one member to escape. And just as he is about to escape himself, he is confronted by none other than Null. But Null just telling him, it doesn't matter what you do. You escape now. I'm going to find you because I'm coming. Get it? Null is coming. But yes, as Talos finishes recounting his story to the second rescue team, or the people that found that his escape pod, Null has arrived again to him. So overall story, I'd give this a 3.5 out of 5, above average. It's alright, I guess. I do like, it had like really like some good like, kind of like sci-fi horror feels, like similar to something like, kind of like Aliens or something. Just like one by one, like the crew members are getting like, taken out. Except it's just not by one single thing, it's by multiple things, multiple symbiotes. But I did like that tone. I think that's what really, kept me engaged with this comic, but it's kind of an unnecessary story. Like, you don't really need, either for Empire or for Venom, you don't need to read this. It doesn't feel like this is going to like continue on in some way in King in Black, since, you know, all of that is just going to take place on Earth. So it just feels like a lot with Empire. It's just like, we need tie-ins to like everything, okay? Come on. But they ended up just cancelling a lot of them anyway because, you know, COVID and all that. Like, it was above average, but not a necessary comic. The art and coloring, I will give a 4 out of 5. I really liked the art and coloring here. I think it was good. It definitely looked good. There were some parts that looked better than the other, but overall, good in the art department. The cover itself, I'm going to give a 4.5 out of 5. The amazing, great looking cover. It just looks so cool. It really does. It's what I want from a cover. So good. So great. But yes, that is it for my thoughts on Super Sons and those 2 Venom reviews. Thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. You can check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/ChrisChris774. You're missing out on great content. I know you are. You know, stuff like this. Oh no, I fucking fell!
Fuck. Oh no. Fuck. Oh my, look how much damage was done to him. Oh no!
Wow, that was very entertaining, wasn't it? Why are you missing out on that? But, you know, that's it for the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Probably. Who knows? Ciao.